We now have numbers on the self-deportations. That's 1.6 million people that were not supposed to be in this country have decided, hey, it's time for me to leave. Now, it's not 1.6 million when you take a look at the entire population of the U.S. It's not that massive of a number, but it's big enough that we see a whole lot more good happening here. Unfortunately, these are probably not the people that were collecting welfare. These are probably not the people that were necessarily committing the worst of the worst crimes, such as identity theft. Yes, that is a worst of the worst crime. That stealing somebody's life away from them is far worse than taking their life. Because if you take their life, they don't have to deal with all the BS. We do. They don't. But it should be considered torture to steal somebody's identity. And that's what so many of these criminals do. So, you've got all these folks, and I'm going to read through something here, but hey, hit like and subscribe if you like this sort of news, and let's get into this story.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Now, I got this from Press Rundown. Cool site if you ever get a chance to look at it. But basically, what they're saying in this is Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced that over 1.6 million undocumented immigrants have voluntarily left the United States within the past 200 days. This development has been framed by Noem as evidence that President Donald Trump's immigration policies are effective. Noem made the announcement via social media platform X, asserting that this mass departure would result in various benefits for U.S. citizens, including enhanced public safety, financial savings for taxpayers, reduced drain on educational and healthcare services, improved job prospects for legal residents. She emphasized the significance of these figures, referring to them as massive. During a subsequent appearance on Fox News, Noem elaborated on her statement, suggesting that the high number of self-deportations indicate a broader understanding among potential migrants that illegal residency in the U.S. is no longer tolerated. She credited Trump with shaping a framework that encourages compliance with immigration laws, mentioning that he instructed her to communicate these changes to the public. Noem stated, overwhelmingly, the world got the message, reiterating that the departure of individuals is beneficial to American citizens. She characterized Trump's approach as one that prioritizes the safety and interest of the American populace. The announcement has sparked discussions about the implications of immigration policy and its enforcement, as well as broader context of the ongoing debate regarding illegal immigration in the United States. Noem's remarks reflect a specific stance within the debate. So yeah. Oh, by the way, hit like and subscribe. If you don't mind, please. But saying that, this is what they had to say, and they press rundown's actually normally pretty fair about it. Now look, I know there are so many people that love these criminals. These people that have so much violence in them. People willing to take stolen identities as their own. People that are willing to basically traffic all kinds of, females, children, whatnot. And people say, oh no, they don't all do that. No, but most of them do. Most of them have some interaction with the cartels. By working with the cartels, you are saying that you approve of what they do. Because cartels are not a government. You don't have to deal with them. But you did. You worked with an organization that is major into drugs, that believe in trafficking women and children. And we're not talking about, just bringing them across the border. No, we're talking about they were taking them into some nasty situations. They like kidnapping. So in other words, this is the organization that most of these people, no matter what country they're from, were dealing with. And then you take a look at like that dude that overstayed his welcome in Boulder. You take a look at, how many Russian mob members have been here. Everybody's like, oh, you're being racist. White folk are doing it too. There are white folk coming over here and doing the same thing. It is a equal opportunity. If you're in this country illegally, you are a criminal from the get-go, and on top of that, you are more likely to commit a crime. Unlike the lies that the Democrats will tell you, number one, you're already breaking the law, so that makes you a criminal already. By being in this country illegally, you are already breaking the law. But it's a civil no. It's an actual law. It's just how we enforce that law. We enforce that law differently because, well, we shouldn't have to go through due process because you didn't follow due process when you came across the border. So this is a situation that we're dealing with. But hey, I thought I'd bring this story to your attention. A little bit at a time, getting rid of them. Hopefully this keeps up and we'll get rid of them all. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Well, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Helps me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.